A lot of new features have been added to Minecraft's 1.21 update, including a variety of mobs, trial chambers, and soon there will even be a brand new biome called the Pale Garden, with a spooky new monster, the Creaking. I wanted to continue in my old world, but I realized it would be better to start a fresh new world, so that it'll be fully in the 1.21 theme. Well, we are back in a brand new Minecraft world, and honestly there are so many things I like to do in the first episode. So of course we're gonna build an awesome starter house, but I'd also like to find some of the new mobs, and we could even get an Elytra because being able to fly everywhere is really handy. So first let's have a look at our surroundings. So we've got this really cool little cherry biome, but this is giving 1.20 vibes, so yeah, we're not gonna build a house in the cherry biome again. Over here we've got some pretty nice mountains with some spruce trees, so that'll be fairly handy for building the starter house. Okay, so I guess we found our first 1.21 mob. Hello, sir. So I don't have any bones, but I'll definitely come back later on for you guys. Yeah, I mean, you can have a bit of meat. Oh, they're not breeding. Oh, I guess I have to tame them to breed them. Silly me. But thank you, now I've got a bit of meat. That's gonna be handy. I need to stop talking with the animals there, so let's get some wood. Yeah, I cannot see any cows in the distance. We've got these horses, but everybody's gonna hate me if I go attack the horses. So, yeah, we'll continue looking. Very important, let's craft a wooden pickaxe. Yeah, I'm going to head up here to get a bit of stone. Oh, perfect! We've got some iron already. I mean, spawning near mountains is really handy for that. Yeah, I'm gonna get enough stone for making a full set of stone tools, and also to make a furnace to cook the meat I got. So let's get the iron. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look if there's any more iron, maybe in that cave. Okay, no iron, but we have a bit of coal, which is perfect. Oh, and there was iron behind. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this meat to cook, and we're going to hunt a few animals while we're waiting. Yeah, that sheep was trying to lure me in the powder snow. I know what you were doing. So I'm not going to sleep tonight so that I can maybe get some mob drops, and I'll just pop into a cave to do some mining. Yeah, maybe I should make a shield. Yeah, Tootsie just making a safety hole. This is really my signature. Tootsie in holes. This is perfect. I have enough iron for making a shield as well as a pickaxe. So I think we're going to go in here because we've got some iron and some coal. Oh, do you know what? I never collect copper usually, but we're gonna make the roof of our house out of copper, so we're better off starting to collect some. Okay, wow, that was an incredible cave, guys. Oh dear. And I see it's daytime, so let's head back up. Okay, that's not where I came in, but yeah, at least I can see the mountains better, and honestly, this mountain looks really beautiful. Yeah, I need to get some cows there to start getting leather, but yeah, all I can find is sheep. Yeah, I'm gonna head up the mountain here so that I can have a better view of what's around me. There are no cows. I don't understand. Oh, so there is a dripstone cave here, and we've got some more iron, so I'm going to carefully walk over and collect all the ores. Is that our first? Oh no, I thought it was a creeper. Oh, there you are. There's another creeper. Yeah, I thought they were emeralds, but I guess I just missed the creeper. Yeah, there is so much iron in these mountains that it's just gonna take me ages to get everything. Oh, and I can't make a bed. I don't have any wood. Oh dear. Let's go get some wood. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my goodness. Well, of course the trees have to be surrounded by powder snow. It wouldn't be funny otherwise. There. That's how you kill an annoying skeleton. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, honestly, I think mining all these ores is going to take ages, so let's add in some music. Look at that! There's a savanna right next to the mountain. I mean, these biomes do not fit well together. But yeah, it's quite nice having a warm biome nearby, I guess. So we've already got more than 2 stacks of iron, so I think we can go explore the savanna now. Yeah, I still haven't found a single cow, so that's not very good. There's pigs, chickens, sheep, but no cows. I don't understand, honestly. There's a village. Okay, so maybe they have cows. No, they've got llamas. Well, actually, llamas drop leathers, so yeah, that can be an alternative solution, I guess. Oh my god, I found them. Perfect. Okay, I'm actually not gonna kill them. I think I'm better off just breeding them first. I was about to convert this house into the Tootsie home. Oh dear. Is there a single house that isn't occupied? Yeah, let's have a look in that big house. Hello? Oh well. There. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting all my stuff here, and I'm gonna start smelting all the iron so that I can make myself some armor. Okay, so let's deal with these cows. So first I'm gonna get a bit of hay. So do they have any ready-made animal pens? It doesn't look like it. Okay, let's just start breeding them. Come on, Mrs. Cow. Oh my god! I was wondering what that sound was. Hello, little armadillo. Tootsie, focus on the cows. Perfect. There's a ready-made pen with a cow in it. I mean, okay, I thought I wasn't being lucky at first, but yeah, I've changed my mind. Come on, girls. Don't do this. Okay. Yeah, I really need to start getting some bones there so that I can tame some of these wolves. I hate when they do that. They just stare into nothing instead of following. So now that we've got the cows, I need to start getting sugarcane as well, so that we can craft some books later on. Oh, and I should probably craft myself some armor as well, because we are in hardcore, so yeah, I should be a bit more careful. Oh, and I can also just hunt these cows because I'm already farming them. We've got another armadillo. Yeah, sorry, I was sprinting. They are super cute. Yeah, this is good because we've got the wolves and the armadillos to make the wolves some armor. They're so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna get some fish because I saw this really cute ginger cat at the village. So yeah, I think it could be nice to have a pet cat. Yeah, and my real life dog Una is snoring next to me. So I hope we don't hear it in the video. Okay, so the night is falling, but I'm just gonna get a bit more sugarcane before heading back up to the village. Do you know what? I need to find some skeletons. Oh, perfect. Okay, I was about to say, I need to find some skeletons so that we can start taming some wolves. Yeah, these llamas are very lucky. I was about to kill them, and then I saw the cows. Okay, so I didn't get any string, but yeah, I need to get some to be able to make a bow. Yeah, I don't like having these creepers near the dogs. I don't want these poor wolves to get hurt. Hello? Look at that! I might help the wolf a bit. Do you know what? I'm gonna try to tame you. So yeah, we've got our first new pet, and I need to find a name for you. Yeah, we're gonna head home because I've got enough bones and strings for the moment. Oh, we've got our friend. Come on, Mr. Wolf. I guess I can put my bed next to my, flatmate. Yeah, our flatmate is called Gerald, and he's a very, very nice flatmate. Oh dear. Mr. Dog loves Gerald. Okay, well, have a good day, Gerald. Yeah, I need to find a name because I've been naming you Mr. Wolf, Mr. Dog. Let me look at you. Do you know what? We are gonna go for Mr. Wolf. It's a terrible name, but I've been calling him like that naturally, so I think Mr. Wolf is very good. Oh, Gerald's back. Hello, Gerald. And he's off again. Yeah, the bow isn't very good. But yeah, we'll be enchanting that bow soon enough. Yeah, I'm going to pick this flower for dyeing my bed red. Super important, my bed is now red. Tootsie really getting the essentials early game. So I was thinking we could get a friend for Mr. Wolf. So how about going back to the woods wolf we had found and we could maybe tame one? Yeah, promise I'll make a better job at finding a name for Mr. Wolf's girlfriend. Oh, that's the little cat I wanted to tame. Yeah, I always sneak with cats and then I end up just getting fed up and running after the cat. Yeah, I think we might go for the second option there. I am losing so much time. Okay, I'm just running. Got you, Ginger. You were quite a tricky cat to tame, weren't you? So yeah, now we've got Mr. Dog and Ginger in the Tootsie family. Wait, did I say Mr. Dog instead of Mr. Wolf? Oh dear. So we're at the Woods Wolf. Let's tame you. Yeah, they are really not demanding in bones, which is very cool. I really want to call you Mrs. Wolf, but I'm going to try and find a slightly better name for you. We are going to name her Lucy. Whoops. Oh dear, I should be looking where I'm going and not at all my pets. I'm so sorry. There you go. And we've got another member in the Tootsie family, and I need to find another name. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So we're gonna call you Leo. Yeah, and to make things easier for me to remember who is Lucy, who is Leo, I dyed his collar blue. I'm wondering, is this a grove biome? Like, I could maybe find a snowy wolf. Meadow. Grove. It is a grove. Yeah, I just have to be careful if there's any powder snow. Do you know what? I might sit everybody down because I don't want to lose you. No. Oh no, Ginger, please teleport. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna sit them down. This is a bit scary. Oh, I should have taken leather boots. Oh, silly me. Well, do you know what? I don't care. Oh my god, I thought that was one. I don't think there are any. So maybe let's focus on doing something a bit more useful. Yeah, actually, I'm realizing I might do my starter house here because this mountain is so beautiful and it would be the perfect background for a starter house. Ginger is just so cute. So I think today we're going to explore the world a bit this way. Thank you, Ginger. I hadn't seen that. Very nice. So I want to see if we can find maybe some more biomes or maybe another village. Let's see. Oh, there's some cows here. I actually came by here, but I guess I missed them. I mean, these mountains are so pretty. Oh, look at that. There's a dark oak forest. This is really cool. Yeah, dark oak fits super well with spruce wood. So for building, this is going to be really perfect. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start collecting a bit of dark oak. Yeah, honestly, I'm realizing that for collecting resources, I'd be better off having, you know, some diamond tools. So now we're gonna focus on getting our first diamonds. I am, of course, still looking for a snowy wolf, if you're wondering. Yeah, this terrain is not the best to navigate. But that's why I really want an elytra. Like being able to fly, you know, just over the mountains is going to be so practical. And as you have seen in my last video, I am now the mother of dragons. So the ender dragon does not scare me. So what I'm gonna do is start clearing out this area there so that I can build myself maybe a small log cabin, and then we will go mining for diamonds. Just to be clear, guys, this isn't actually my starter house. I mean, it is, but I'm planning on building a much nicer house with a bit more space in it, especially. Yeah, to make things a bit brighter in here, I'm going to make the floor out of oak wood. And as we've got a ton of iron, I made these cute little lanterns to put above the door. Here is the tiny Tootsie log cabin. So let's bring everyone inside so that they're nice and warm. Just before going mining, Leo and I are heading back to the village to start getting some of my stuff back. And I've got to say, having this village nearby will be really handy for trading later on, for example, when I want to get mending books. So I collected the sugarcane I'd planted because it had literally not grown. And then I got all the important stuff in the furnaces and the chests. Yeah, I just realized I'm gonna have to get all these cows back to the log cabin. This is going to be a bit tricky, I think. Oh, and I see Gerald is having a look at the cows. Have a good evening, Gerald. Okay, well, let's do this. Yeah, why do I feel like this is going to be a very long walk back to the log cabin? Oh, and Garrett is, not sure what he's doing, but he's doing. Oh dear. Look at all the cows looking at me. I thought this was a big lag, but no. Oh dear. Excuse me, ladies. Can I please get the bed? Well, this is actually Gerald's bed, but don't tell him I stole it. Oh, that's what he was probably doing. I think he was looking for a bed. Oh no. Yeah, I'll bring the bed back later on, promise. So I hope half the cows won't die in powder snow while I'm building the fences, but knowing how smart they are, I'm not very hopeful. Yeah, I forgot Leo was around. I just hit the baby to make some space, but oh well. So we're gonna make the crop fields maybe around here for the moment. So we're also gonna make a little area for the sugarcane. Hello, Mr. Donkey. This is a very friendly donkey, so we might tame him. I kind of feel bad being on his back because I'm so huge compared to him. Well, we've got our new friend, Patrick the donkey. And Patrick is just taking us somewhere. I'm not really sure where we're going. Okay, Tootsie, focus please. Okay, let's finally go mining. And I mean, this is gonna take ages as we're so high, but never mind. So we've already found a cave. Yeah, I'm just quickly clearing the cave there. Thank you, creeper. Yeah, I want to start getting ender pearls, so let's kill this enderman. So we didn't get anything, but never mind. Let's start collecting some ores. I just need to point out something. With the caves being so dark, I was starting to get a really bad headache, but I didn't want to put the Fulbright resource pack on because I'd seen some comments saying I shouldn't really be using it, so I tried to continue mining and lighting up the area as much as I could. Yeah, I've been using quite a few torches when mining, but I'm still really getting a headache, so I think I'm just gonna go strip mining because, yeah. This is not very nice. But yeah, we're of course gonna go in the caves. It's just there I need a little break. My eyes are telling me to stop. There is an ancient city right here. Oh dear, I forgot when you live in mountains, you can come across these. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we're gonna head all the way back up to the surface, even though I have been mining for 20 minutes. I do not want to deal with a warden right now. Yes, Leo, I had an incredible mining expedition. I found so many diamonds. This was all very useful. Well, I guess it's a good opportunity to harvest the crops and feed the cows. So I once again made the super long way down to diamond level, and then I just started strip mining like usual, but I could not find a single diamond. So as I was hearing lava, I decided to dig up and then explore the cave. I spotted my first diamond, and then I literally got jump scared by this zombie. It was a bit ridiculous, I admit. There was also a mine shaft and a zombie spawner, so I went to collect the diamond, and then I looted the spawner chests, and I got a saddle for Patrick. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna stay with 6 diamonds because I can make myself a pickaxe and an enchanting table, and then once I have fortune 3, I will get some more diamonds. What are you doing in my house? Unbelievable. The next day I did some farming, crafted some books, and a diamond pickaxe. Okay, so whoop. Oh dear, I became French for a bit. So now that we've got a saddle, let's go find Patrick. Look what I've got for you. There, it looks absolutely beautiful on you. Okay, this should do for the moment, even though it's not a very large enclosure, I admit. But at least Patrick has a nice view, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly add a few flowers so that it doesn't look too sad. Let's focus again and get some obsidian for making the enchanting table. I fed the cows and harvested sugarcane to start crafting some bookshelves for the enchanting area. As I was waiting for the cows to grow up, I decided to build them a proper enclosure with a mix of stone, cobblestone and stone bricks, and I also added slabs on top to prevent the cows from jumping out, and it would also give a nice shape to the wall. I started making a path, and I also brought all the cows into their new enclosure. So we've got the wandering trader here. Let's see if he's got any good trades. Yeah, not really. Oh dear. Yeah, I wanted to save the llamas, but Leo didn't agree. But at least now we've got a lead for Patrick. I collected some more leather, and finally I had enough bookshelves to start enchanting. I put power 4 on my bow, and then I saw I could get fortune 3 for the pickaxe. We're gonna build an enclosure for the chickens as well because I need to collect some feathers for making arrows, as I didn't get infinity on the bow. Yeah, I guess I'm not only bringing back chickens. So as I can get fortune 3 now, I think we're gonna head back down and explore the mine shaft. Oh, and we've got some diamonds here. I found a couple more diamonds in the mine shaft, but I couldn't mine them yet as I didn't have fortune 3, so I marked them with a torch and continued exploring. I headed back up to put fortune 3 on the pickaxe, and then I went back to mine all the diamonds. I managed to get 44 diamonds, which was more than enough to craft a full set of diamond armor and tools. So now I'm going to gradually enchant all the tools, and I'm also going to start collecting all the materials for building the proper starter house. Yeah, I'm not saying this log cabin is a bit too small, but it's a bit too small. And look at that, guys. I've got my diamond hoe. It is, of course, very important to have a diamond hoe. You cannot survive without. Yeah, I just did that because I had extra diamonds. I wouldn't do so normally. We're gonna build a zombie XP farm later on, but for the moment, I'm just gonna kill them like that. Yeah, I was just about to get back up, but I can hear a slime. Okay, there he is. So this is a slime chunk, which will be pretty handy if ever I need to make like a slime farm or something. Yeah, you can't get me, I'm sorry. So we are off with the Tootsie family to go collect some dark oak logs. Okay, Patrick, I'm putting you here, but please don't run off. Oh, and I was about to say don't fall in here. Well, at least you won't run off very far. Oh, I actually forgot to take a bed. Let's see if there are any sheep. No, that's a spider. Yeah, Tootsie always being very prepared. Come on, sheep, grow your wool back, please. Ginger is scaring the creeper away. This is so cool. See why pets are awesome, guys. So where was Patrick? Oh dear. Yeah, I told Patrick not to get lost, but I'm the one getting lost. Is he in that hole? No, there. Yeah, you can come back up if you want. And now let's collect some wood. As you can see, I filled up Patrick's chest, and we're also going to collect some extra birch, oak, and spruce wood. As you can see, I didn't have a very positive impact on this forest. We then headed home and stopped along the way to collect a few stacks of birch logs in case I needed some for the house. So I'd like to terraform all this area to create a nice base for building the house, but my shovel doesn't have any enchants. So what we're going to do, as we found a zombie spawner, we're going to build a zombie XP farm. So for that, we'll need to pop into the nether because I will need some soul sand. Hopefully we have a good spawn and we're not in a super dangerous area. Okay, well I guess the soul sand won't be too difficult to get. There we go. Okay, next, let's go get some kelp. So there isn't any kelp here, but I remember, you know, back over where the village was, there was an ocean. So we're gonna craft a boat and get back there. We've got everything for building the farm, so let's get to it. To start off, we're going to dig around the spawner, leaving 4 blocks on each side and 2 blocks above and underneath. I then added some water for the zombies to flow into and end up in this corner. I placed a wall, some soul sand, and 2 signs before digging my way up. I used some kelp to create a water source that will basically suck the zombies to the top, and finally they will fall back down here, and we can put some chests and a hopper to collect all the drops. Now all we need to do is remove the torches, and there we have it. The XP farm is all done. So I'm gonna craft a sword for the occasion, like that I have sweeping edge, and I can also put looting on it later on. Oh, and I've got my first potatoes, and as you know, this is very important for an Irish girl. Oh, and by the way, I've noticed some of you guys have been wondering where I'm from. Basically, I am half French, half Irish, so I can speak English, mais je peux aussi parler français. Donc, s'il y a des Français qui regardent cette vidéo, n'hésitez pas à laisser un commentaire, ça sera assez marrant. Yeah, I need your attention for this, guys. We are planting the first potatoes of the Let's Play. A very important moment, of course. What is this? I guess we can get a bit of chicken with this zombie farm. So here I spent quite some time at the XP farm, getting levels and then enchanting my tools, so I managed to get infinity for the bow, protection 4 on my armor, as well as sharpness 4 on 2 different swords, and then I crafted an anvil to merge the 2 swords together for getting sharpness 5. I also did a bit of farming, and I started terraforming the area around my base to make it more even, and I extended the path a bit around the enclosures. I finally made a platform for building my house on top, and I removed Patrick's enclosure as well as the entire log cabin. For making the base of the house, I wanted to use some stone bricks, so I made a cobblestone generator and I got it right the first time, which was quite amazing for Tootsie. I AFK'd for a while and regularly smelted the cobblestone to turn it into stone for making bricks. I also went to chop down loads of trees for building the house, as well as some extra spruce wood. So we're gonna start off by tracing out the outline of the house, and as you can see, I wanted to make a slightly asymmetrical shape to be able to put a tower on the larger side, and it will also add a bit of character to the overall build. For the entrance, I made a large dark oak door that is similar to doors you can find on churches and castles, using some trapdoors. To brighten up the inside a bit, we're gonna make the floor out of oak planks because this wood has a fairly light color, and yet it doesn't clash too much with the spruce and dark oak. To dress up these plain stone brick walls, we can add some spruce columns all around. I filled in the second floor with planks and then lit up the outside with some lanterns. Now let's work a bit on decorating. So I'm making these plant pots underneath each window using dark oak stairs and trapdoors, and to change it up a bit, I'm also making some with oak leaves and signs. To make it easier for me, I am making a storage area on the bottom floor. Like that I can quickly go back and forth to drop off and get stuff when needed. I'm also adding signs to help me sort out all the items, and later on I'll put some item frames as well. Okay, so we've got the base of the house all done, but for making the roof, I'm gonna need so much copper, like I really do not have enough in my chests. So I tried converting my zombie farm into a drowned farm, but I was only getting 1 or 2 pieces of copper each 20 minutes, so this was definitely not gonna work. I therefore resolved to go mining copper in caves, but the darkness was really hurting my eyes quite bad, so I had to put the Fulbright resource pack on. I really hope you guys can understand, and you have to keep in mind that the caves might be less dark visually, but the mobs still spawn the exact same way, so it doesn't really reduce the difficulty that much. Okay, so we've got a few stacks of copper, so we're gonna smelt them up and see if we might have enough for the roof. While everything was smelting, I brought all the items in the house and carefully sorted them out. I got rid of a few intruders and went to look after all my animals. Inside the house, I made a convenient work area at the entrance with several furnaces and an anvil. I added some spruce columns to add structure to the inside walls, and then I headed down to the river to collect some clay for making bricks and pots, as well as sand for glass. For my sleeping area, we're gonna surround the bed with some put-out campfires, and I'm also gonna make this cute furniture with drawers, using barrels, signs, item frames, and dark oak stairs for the little hearts. I also put some stairs and slabs underneath each window to be able to place decorations on top, so I got some honeycomb from the bees to make these little candles. Once I was done decorating the entire bottom floor, I was still worried I didn't have enough copper for the roof, so off Tootsie went on her last copper mining expedition. Yeah, I may have gone overboard a bit, but at least I'm 100% sure I will have enough. So I like building the roof before filling in the walls because I feel like it has a huge part to play in the overall look of the house, and it also gives me inspiration for the color of the walls and the shape and placements of the windows. So I first made these columns to support the roof out of spruce logs, and I stripped them to give a bit of contrast with the darker base. For the roof, I'm first creating the overall shape with dark oak planks, and as you can see, I'm going for a fantasy style by making the top a bit curvy using stairs and trapdoors. Next, we can fill everything with copper blocks, and the really cool thing is, over time, the roof will gradually turn blue, so we'll basically end up with a totally new house look in the next episodes. As the back here is a bit plain, I'm going to add 2 openings in the roof for making windows. Mr. Pig came along on his own, so we're gonna make him a comfy enclosure, and we can also get him a friend so he doesn't feel lonely. Yeah guys, I'm giving you some of my very precious potatoes, so I hope you're happy about it. I took a break from building the house as I needed to decide what blocks I would use for the second floor walls. Farmer Tootsie came into play, so I made a new sugarcane area further off and covered the water with oak slabs and leaves to try and give the effect of a French vineyard, even though I don't really think I hit the mark. I also planted this huge wheat field because it will look really awesome in front of the house, and I'm planning on extending it gradually over time. Now for the house, we'll be using a mix of wool and quartz. So I built an enclosure to welcome some sheep to the Tootsie base. Yeah, I found this funny armadillo when getting the sheep, so we're gonna name him Henry. It's actually really handy to have Henry around because now I can get plenty of scoots for making armor for Mr. Wolf, Lucy, and Leo. I am getting so much wheat and seeds from these fields, so I think I'm going to place down a bunch of barrels here to store all the crops inside. I farmed some of the cows because I needed leather for crafting a bunch of lecterns for decorating the house, and I also went back to the river to get some clay for making bricks because we are now going to work on the tower. First, I'm making a simple 3x3 square and building up to the roof. We can add some spruce trapdoors and stairs all around, and then on top we can put some lecterns to make a sort of balcony. For the roof, I'm going to mirror the colors of the main house roof by using dark oak trapdoors and slabs, and finally we can make this pointy shape using copper blocks, stairs, brick walls, and I'm placing this lightning rod at the top to protect the house during thunderstorms. So as you can see, we are done with most of the house, and we've got this tower, which I think really adds a lot to the house. I adore making towers, so of course I had to put one. So we're going to be needing a lot of wool, and I only have 4 sheep at the moment, so I think I'm going to try and find some more. Yeah, I think we have a good group of sheep there, so let's get all these guys back to base, and now we can breed them to get more wool. So I just realized that my shovel and even my axe are quickly running out of health, so I think I'm gonna start trading with some villagers so that I can get mending books for them. I obviously got distracted and decided to tame this horse that I named Beatrice. Yeah, as you know, Tootsie never ever gets distracted by animals in any of her videos. So after losing a ton of time for absolutely nothing, Tootsie has finally made it to the village. So now I need to find some villagers that don't have a profession, and hello there, Garrett. How are you? I should maybe just find Garrett's profession block and turn him into a librarian, but I'm not sure where it is. Okay, I think it's that. Garrett, could you please come? I want him to see that I've broken it. Oh dear. Well, never mind. He'll see it at some point. And I'll put the lectern here instead. Okay, perfect. Garrett has changed profession. Ah, got him. You're gonna be the very smart villager with whom I trade sticks for emeralds. And now I've got to break and place Garrett's lectern until he gives me mending, which is always something I love doing. And yeah, for some reason, it always seems like the villager doesn't want to give you mending. Like, I'm sure it's on purpose. There has to be some kind of game mechanic. Oh my god. I was not seeing anything. You didn't hear anything, guys. Well, there we go. I mean, Garrett is an awesome chap. That's probably why he gave me mending fairly easily. For the house, I also want to collect a bit of quartz, but I'm quickly going to move the portal because it doesn't look very nice here. I relocated the portal here at the entrance of the mine, and I was thinking we could do the log cabin from the beginning as the mine entrance right here. And there we go, so now let's head into the nether. And I guess we've got a chicken friend as well as a bunny in the nether with us. So now let's get some quartz. Oh, and I guess the chicken decided to go back to the overworld, and he's very independent. He knows how to open the door. I went to breed the sheep and collected loads of wool, so finally we are ready to work on the second floor of the house. I'm quickly gonna make a small roofed area on the side so that Patrick and Beatrice can live together. Now let's move on to making the walls, so I'm basically gonna fill in everything with wool. I started decorating the front first, so I kept an opening for making a large balcony with a row of lecterns and trapdoors for the railing. To make an arch shape, I placed some quartz stairs in the corners and iron trapdoors that I had to activate with levers. Once the front was done, I moved to the back, making these plant pots underneath the windows, and I added some leaves and glass for the 2 window openings in the roof. As the windows had a unique shape, I couldn't use glass panes to fill them up, so I used some oak trapdoors instead, and finally I made an arched doorway using a spruce door and trapdoors. To give a slightly overgrown cottagecore look, I decided to place a bunch of leaves on the roof, surrounding the tower and kind of flowing down. For the sides of the house, I still needed a bit more time to figure out how I should do them, so I decided to go on a little adventure with Beatrice, mainly to find new plants and blocks, but also to explore my world further and possibly find new biomes. And a diamond in the second one, which was quite cool. At one point, we came across this swamp, and as the night was falling, I swam over and found a new 1.21 monster, the Bogged. It's basically just a skeleton with a mushroom on its head that shoots poisonous arrows. The next day, Beatrice and I continued on our way, and we spotted a pillager outpost, so I went over just to free the little allays and gave them some dirt so that they would follow us home. I was looting a shipwreck when I saw a spruce forest in the distance, so we sailed over. We're gonna collect a bunch of ferns and berries because I think they would look really nice for decorating the house, and I guess we can now head home. Okay guys, why is Beatrice with the cows? Oh wow, it looks like she really wants to be a cow. I'm sorry Beatrice, today is not the day. After days and days of collecting items and building, let's finally finish off this house. I made some arched windows with plant pots in front to follow the theme of the windows on the other side, but then for this middle part, I decided I would make this sort of circle shape with dark oak trapdoors, which almost looks like a clock or these round windows on old-fashioned houses, which gives some character to the build. At the very top, I added a small window with a lantern, and now we can repeat this on the other side. I am delighted to say that the house is now complete. Well, at least the outside. I do need to work more on the second and third floor. But yeah, the house is looking pretty cute, and there is plenty of space inside for storage and anything else I would need to do. Yeah, I'm planting all these seeds to make a wheat field around the house, and I also made this little area for Patrick and Beatrice, and I used the plant pots for water and hay. And basically, I just spent the rest of the day hoeing down dirt and planting seeds next to the house. Now, the outside might be all done, but we still need to work on the inside a bit. So, like we did downstairs, I'm making some columns all along the sides, and we can add some stairs to be able to place pots on top. And actually, I think we're gonna replace them with barrels instead because I think it looks a bit nicer. Now, in the center here, we're gonna make a large dining table out of dark oak, and we can make these nice chairs using a slab, a door, and 2 signs for the armrests. Right above, I made this fairly terrible chandelier out of fences and lanterns, and yeah, I probably should have used torches, but oh well. And I crafted item frames to make plates, and I put some food items in them. Last but not least, I made a ladder to go up to the 3rd floor, and basically this will be an extra storage area filled with chests. So yeah, there we have it. The 3rd floor is for storage, the 2nd floor is for dining and enjoying the view, and then we have the base of the house, which is more a practical area with everything I need for crafting, smelting, and obviously sleeping. So here is the fully finished house, and I will of course post some pictures on my Instagram in case you guys want inspiration or to build a similar house in your world. Now, our last mission of the episode is fighting the Ender Dragon to get the Elytra. I first set out to the village because I thought it would be handy to have the villagers back at base for trading. Okay, so we're gonna start by bringing the Fletcher, and we're gonna name this guy Greg. Now, I need to bring Greg up this huge mountain, so what I was thinking is basically just making him go up, you know, through my mine. So I'm going to make a little corridor leading over to it, and hopefully he will manage to get back up. Okay, wow, I am astonished. He actually did super good. Now I just need to lure him into the house. That actually was pretty easy. I'm astonished. Well done, Greg. So now that we've got Greg sorted, I'm gonna go back to get Gerald. Oh, and I just remembered I have Beatrice somewhere. And I need to bring her home. So of course, I need to take Gerald's bed. We actually had a pretty fun trip over because I had to take Gerald in the boat with me, but I also had Beatrice on a lead behind us. Okay, Garrett, you can go up. He does not want to go up. Come on, Garrett. Well, we're just gonna wait now. Yeah, for some reason, Garrett is being very annoying. He simply does not want to get up. I have no clue why. He doesn't even really care about his profession blocks, so I'm not sure what to do. I think I'm just gonna wait, and maybe he'll make up his mind at some point.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, something is happening, guys. This is incredible. Oh, he stopped. Come on. Garrett. Wait. Is he moving when I'm moving? I'm so confused. Garrett, let me. Okay. Come on, Garrett. Come on. Okay, finally. But what? I don't understand why you're stopping, Garrett. Garrett, you're almost there. Okay, perfect. Now let's get you somewhere safe. That was something, but we made it. Yeah, let's be honest, guys. The villager quarters are a little bit small, but we'll deal with that later on. And by the way, sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. She snores pretty loud sometimes. I traded a bit with Greg to get more emeralds and bought an extra mending book from Gerald. I was then able to put mending on my axe and my pickaxe, and then I went down to the XP farm and managed to get power 4 on a bow that I merged with my current one to get power 5. Now guys, it's time to head into the nether to try and find a fortress. So as there was a huge lava lake in front of me, I decided to make my way through the Soul Sand Valley. I killed off some skeletons and had a terrific time watching the pigmen kill the skeletons, and I couldn't put the live voiceover because I sounded so silly laughing at how the skeleton would get absolutely destroyed. As I had Silk Touch on my pickaxe, I decided to mine loads of gold in case I needed some for trading with piglins. Further off, I came upon a crimson forest, and right underneath me, I spotted the edge of a nether fortress, so I carefully made my way down to it. So now let's get some blaze rods and nether warts. So first I went to the blaze spawner and started covering the top so that the blazes wouldn't fly out, but of course I was constantly bothered by some spawning, but I guess I was collecting plenty of blaze rods at the same time, so it was fine. Oh my god, guys, I have been wandering through the entire fortress. I don't think there are any nether warts in it. I even looked in the chest I found and there weren't any, so I guess we need to continue on our way, and hopefully we'll bump into another fortress because I really need the nether warts for brewing slow falling potions for the fight. I therefore continued on my way, so I killed off this magma cube for getting a bit of magma cream, and I also got a gas tier, which will be handy in case I want to make regeneration potions in the future. Yeah, I hope we'll find a warped forest because I could get loads of ender pearls, but also I could travel on a strider using a fishing rod and a warped wart, which would be very handy with all the lava here. I collected some more gold, and while I was taking care of this piglin, I suddenly saw a second fortress. This is so weird. I feel like this is one of the first fortresses I found in a basalt delta biome. If this one does not have any warts in it, we're gonna have a very angry Tootsie on our hands. Oh, perfect. There's some warts in the chest. So even if we can't find the area, you know, with all the nether warts, it's no big deal because I can just plant these. Oh, and we've got a second saddle, so I could indeed tame a strider later on as well. There are loads of warts here, so let's collect everything and we can head home. I carefully made my way back and collected some glowstone dust, passing through the first fortress until I reached the Soul Sand Valley. Yeah, I really need to get my myself some soul speed boots because walking on soul sand and then transitioning to soul soil is not very agreeable. Okay, we are finally home sweet home, so now let's switch to Tootsie's fight preparation mode. First on our list is obviously brewing some potions, so I'm making these glass bottles and also this infinite water source in the house to make it easier to fill in all the bottles. As I have plenty of leather available, I'm adding these item frames on the chests to help me sort out everything. The first potions I made was for strength, and I added some glowstone dust to make them more powerful. I also went to put the horse armor I had found on Beatrice so that she would be more protected from arrows, and we set out in the night to find some endermen. I was also not sleeping because I needed phantoms to spawn as well to get their membrane for brewing. We spent the entire night out and didn't find a single enderman, so yeah, mega fail for Tootsie and Beatrice. I crafted some ender eyes with the ender pearls I already had, and this time I went out with Patrick because I was planning on collecting loads of bee nests and I can therefore store them in his chest. You might be wondering why I'm getting a ton of bee nests. Well, basically, I'm still not sure if I should keep the roof of my house with wax copper blocks, or I could just let it entirely oxidize. So, do you know what? You guys can tell me in the comments what option you prefer, and I will choose the one I see the most. This night, I did indeed find some endermans, so as I had looting on the sword, I got a couple ender pearls each time, which was really handy. On top of that, some phantoms also spawned, so I got some membrane at the same time. As Patrick's inventory was full of bee nests, we headed back to base and I gave him some wheat to heal him. Yeah, I don't know what these guys want with me, but I'm not interested. Let's craft some more ender pearls, and we can also brew some slow falling potions using the phantom membrane. I then went to collect all the bee nests from Patrick's chest and crafted campfires to place underneath so that I can collect some honeycomb without the bees being too angry with me. I'm also going to breed the bees to be sure all the nests are being filled up. Yeah, I'm just adding a few more crops in the pig enclosure, and I seem to have a fairly attentive audience. I was thinking we could build this little brick chimney to make the interior of the house even more cozy, and of course I'm adding these iron bars so that the pets won't accidentally burn themselves. I collected some more honeycomb and harvested the sugarcane that had grown, but now it was time for our last journey. So I'm gonna throw the first ender pearl from the top of the tower. Yeah, that might not have been the best idea. Oh my god, Patrick got away again. Well, thankfully I came up here. I wouldn't have seen him otherwise. Yeah, I think I finally understood how he gets out. Basically, he can climb on the corner of this block. So what I'm gonna do is add a row of fence gates. Now, let's set out on the big adventure. When the night fell, I decided to throw another ender pearl to make sure I was still going the right way. I saw this jungle in the distance, which was great because I really like finding new biomes for future projects, but when I threw another ender eye, I realized we had already passed the stronghold, so I went back a bit, and finally we had reached it, and it was time to dig down. I looted the chests I found, fought off a few mobs, and when I found the portal, I destroyed the silverfish spawner before quickly having a look in the library chest, but the enchanted books weren't great, so I didn't take any. Okay, so now let's place all the ender eyes in the slots, and yeah, I guess it's time to fight that dragon. So to start off, we're obviously going to destroy the crystals on the lower towers. Now for the higher crystals, I'm going to pile up with cobblestone. Oh great, thank you dragon. I destroyed the crystal at the top and had to avoid the dragon breath next to me while putting out all the other crystals. And finally we can jump off here to get the caged crystals by destroying the iron bars and shooting it. Okay, so we've got the last crystal, and now it's between you and me, dragon. This actually was not a very hard fight. I'm wondering if either I'm getting better at Minecraft or just the Ender Dragon fight isn't that hard. Yeah, I expect the second reason is the correct one. So first, let's quickly get the egg, and now we can head over to the End Islands to get the mighty Elytra. I piled up to the portal and used the trapdoor to get in. So here we have to place slabs one by one until we reach one of the large islands, and just continue doing that from island to island until we find an end city. And I would like to point out that I really hate doing this so much because number one, I can accidentally fall into the void and lose my entire world. Number two, it's super long and seems never ending in the moment. And finally, number three, for some reason I get these really intrusive thoughts like, come on Tootsie, release the sneak key. Like, I don't know why I get that, but my hand just wants to release the key. It's quite terrible. But yeah, thankfully I didn't let my intrusive thoughts get the better of me. I turned up the render distance and was delighted to spot an end city, and it also had a ship, so this meant I wasn't going to have to continue this infernal sneaking. So I carefully made my way over to the end city, doing my best not to get hit by the shulker bullets, and I killed the two shulkers at the entrance. I then made my way up this super annoying staircase. Yeah, tell me in the comments if any of you guys hate this staircase as well. I let the shulkers hit me so that I could just effortlessly float to the top. I managed to kill most of the shulkers on my way up, and I finished the rest once I reached the upper floor. So I looted the first chest, and I changed my helmet because the one I had on had a really good enchants on it, but it was almost fully out of health. After looting the second chest, I crafted a shulker box to be able to store all my stuff and the extra loot I got from the city. Finally, I went up to where the boat was and started precisely shooting the shulkers, which can be quite long as you can't actually shoot them when they are closed shut. With the second one down, it was safe to make a bridge over and enter the ship. And there we go, we've got Tootsie's favorite item, the Elytra. And I didn't forget to take fireworks for once, which is incredible because I forget every single time. But yeah, we'll be able to make it home pretty easily this time. Well guys, we have done a lot in episode 1, but we now have the Elytra, which is going to be super practical for future building projects. So now let's get back home. Okay, well, this is the end of the Let's Play, guys. I will never ever post another episode again. No, just kidding. We are finally home sweet home. And yeah, all the pets are here to say goodbye until next time. So yeah, I will leave you with a little walkthrough of the world so that you can see everything we've done. And I also have an awesome idea for episode 2, so this Let's Play is not at all over. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I guess I will see you in the next video. Love you.